and that was the absolute bare bones pieces. So the way this scales is remarkable. But a piece like this, you know, here's a good example. A piece like this. A piece like this would have cost $500,000 a month ago. That only cost $100,000. The problem with that now is things that cost $500,000 now. Say there, you're gonna get much closer to triple digits, and you're gonna get a decent bonus affix somewhere. That means there's only so much room left to go. Most primary stats will cap out at 200 on shoulders. So now you've only got 110 points room to grow on shoulders, but the distance in gold for that final 100 points has now doubled or tripled or quintupled, whatever it may be. So you're paying more and more and more gold for less and less and less of an upgrade. So you get the most bang for your buck early on, and then after that it's a grinding, expensive fuck in the ass. I paid 40 million gold for these pants. My pants are absolutely equivalent. Where's the pants here? These pants. Intellect, vitality, physical resist all, right? So we got 197 intelligence, 85 vitality, 27 physical, and 68 resist all. My current pants, it's got 192 intelligence, right? So I've only lost 5 intelligence. I've only lost about 30 vitality, but I've gained 10 resist all. So I lost 27 on the physical, but I've gained 10 on physical, 10 on arcane, 10 on fire. So to me, 30 on the resistances that matter is definitely equal to 27 on physical. In addition to the extra 30 spread out over cold, poison, and lightning, which don't matter as much. So that's definitely an upgrade there. So basically what I did was I paid 40 million gold, and in exchange for that 40 million gold and 30 vitality, I lost a little bit of dodge too. So a little bit of dodge, 30 vitality. What I gained was pickup radius and magic find. And pickup radius is really hit or miss and where you can pick it up for free. So basically every percent of magic find cost me 2 million gold. It's the way I basically see it. These pants are incredibly comparable. The numbers are almost the same straight down. The resistances are better, the vitality is 30 less. So all in all, I gained a little bit of protection, and I lost about 1,000 life in exchange for pickup radius and magic find. But really, the only thing that should put a gleam in your eye is triple digits on your primary and your vitality. Then you can start looking at the rest of it. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck filling up your auction house slots in the 50 to 100,000 range, or less. It's not even worth it selling that stuff for 10 or 20,000. Let's see what we got left here. We got a belt. This is going to be the same. It's interesting to note though that one of these is in the triple digits, so we'll take a look. 145, 80. Oh no, both of them are in triple now because of. So let's say 140, 140. Let's be optimistic, and a single resist. Did I already look at this? I feel like I already looked at this. Is this what I started this whole thing in? Wow, that is a very strange. Interesting. So these are way more. Problem is they've already been up for 13 and 15 hours. They haven't sold. This has been up for 16 hours or so. Hasn't sold. I just feel like these are really overpriced for only having... This one's got a little bit of physical. This has got nothing. A little bit of poison and nothing. So just as a speculation, I'm going to buy these and put them up for like $250,000 along with mine. You know, slowly pace those out and make a note that all three of these belts I have for sale. I'm gonna try and get them for maybe like maybe $199 and flip them, because the difference between those and this is just remarkable. And this looks like a much steadier escalation here. And a lot of these only have 2 stats, two affixes that count. This one's got a little physical, which is great, but it's not like we're going anywhere near 700,000. And this one's more, but it's got less, and this one's more, but it also has less despite having 5 affixes. Again, basically only 2 affixes here, and you're already in the 7 digits. So certainly is not claiming that anyone buys these. However, if someone does a search for Dex and Vitality, and you know, it would be strange they only use 2 of these filters, but I'm only speculating using 35,000 gold, and even if just one of those 3 belts, if I can bump the value up to $250,000, I've already way more than paid for it, instead of trying to undercut that guy at 10,000. So all my other speculation flips have worked out every single time, so definitely worth the hazard. And I think ring's the last thing here. So search for life on hit and look at the gold find first, actually. Yeah, perfect gold find. So it's got a minimum 400,000 value, but it also has, I don't know, the problem here is now I have to look at a non-gold find audience and see if like life on hit and a life percent modifier is worth anything, because the people buying it for the gold find reason don't care about the other stats. So it's not like I can add to the 400,000. It's either the other stats are worth more than 400,000, or the gold find's worth what I know it is at 400,000. So I can't make some sort of combination of the prices. They're not it's basically 2 rings, 2 completely distinct ranked rings. It's like Superman 3. His psyche was pulled apart, and they're fighting in the dump yard. Okay. So I really don't think this is gonna create anything, and I'm gonna be really optimistic and look at life on hit as very close to our number, and vitality at say 50, thinking it's a huge life health pool this character has. Yeah, 100,000. Nowhere near. And this one's even got some primary stats. This has got a little bit of damage. Yeah. So we definitely want to sell this as a gold find ring. And put it for 350 for a quick sale. With my only auction house spot. And then I just want to look up how much these, if they're worth anything, and I really doubt it, just at first glance. I think these are bad enough. I don't think anyone's wearing them as a second piece in the set just to get that 130 dexterity set bonus. So in his glory. What you want to do immediately on a set piece is just search for lowest with no, and then just see if they're right around fiery brimstone range. And then you can start comparing stats. So attack speed, movement speed, and crit. Attack speed, movement speed, and crit. And ours is worse. So, very easy Brimstone choice there. And then Tsunomasa's Journey. Oh, this is a little better. So, looks like this is probably an easy choice for people that want a two-piece out of this set, and they go for the boots plus, I believe the other thing people get is the ring? I'm not sure though. Triple bonus wouldn't be too bad either if you can, that third piece isn't horrible for your class, but so at least I have a decent sale on this one. So now we can start comparing what we have. Unfortunately we have dexterity, which is not going to work. Because the first set bonus is intellect, you know this is going to appeal to wizards and witch doctors on average when you consider the other pieces. Rather than going and looking up those other pieces, you think the average approach is going to be for a intellect class. The attributes are going to generally benefit them better. So we've got physical resist, max movement speed, and a low attack speed. Yeah, same here. So basically non-intellect stats. We don't have life, do we? Yeah, no. We just got physical resist. Ooh, somebody just... I'm glad I refreshed there. We have better resist than this, but big deal. I really don't think anyone is going to be even... The problem with this, there's so many here. Before you get... I'm interested, before you get to intellect, how much is it going to cost? I'm just contemplating, are there actually people buying a shitty pair of these without their primary stat or any sort of life component just so they can hit their set bonus? Strength, strength, dexterity, strength. Wow. Maybe they don't roll intellect? There's a little bit of intellect. What do the expensive ones have? Wow, this is really a horrible piece. I don't think having attack speed on your boots is really worth this kind of trouble. Maybe I'm underestimating the value of poison damage to witch doctors. In any case, looks like I'll just have to undercut this one. But I'll search again before I post it when I actually have a slot available. So that'll do it for this time. Thanks for watching. Please get back to me if you have questions. And I'm also going to make another little video probably later today and get some questions out there. I'd like to start doing some wizard inspections for people if anyone are interested. I'm fairly knowledgeable on everything except witch doctors, and but I feel most comfortable obviously with wizards. Familiar with all the different top of the line builds and whatnot, but just get a sense, not necessarily a pimp your wizard sort of a thing, but now that the character profiles are up, I can take a look at those, give you some advice on where you have the most potential to upgrade what pieces of gear first, and then I can do some quick searches and show you some potential buys. Alright, thanks again.